Today's day 245 of Blender, and I've been working with these exteriors, and I was just getting inspired and thinking, hey, I might as well just make a city. So that's what I'm gonna start today. Obviously, I'm not gonna finish, but I think I'm gonna do like I don't know, like a neon noodle shop, like a tiny isometric noodle shop. That's what I'm thinking of doing. And we'll see if that works out. And then I'll turn this to be like a dark version because right now it's like a light version. And then the project is to kind of have like 3D characters, which I get by using Icon or PIF UHD. And I'll have them like walk around and I'll see what I can do. Anyway, let me just start with actually opening up this blend, at least downloading it. Opening that up. And right now this is what it looks like. I'm in solid view mode, so I think if I go to render preview, it's going to be cycles. So actually what I'll do is I'll delete the backdrop for now. And if I'm gonna make my city, you know what I think I'll do is maybe I'll take these little lights here and then do Shift D to duplicate them just so I can have something here. And then what I'll do is I think maybe parent them. So how do I do that? Control P, object. Okay, so now if I do this, if I click on one of them, nope, that still doesn't work. Which one's the one that I have to click? This one? Okay, so this is the one I have to click because I parented them to this one. So it's going to be like my lighting scene for my new little building that I'm going to make. And then I'll take this. And actually, I don't really want to, I kind of want to keep everything the same size. So maybe what I'll do is I'll just, let's see. Maybe I'll go here and just select here, this stuff here, and then do G. Okay, perfect. And then X to kind of move it to the side over here. Alright, and then I'll build a little Tokyo shop here. I probably should have done Shift D and made a copy. I'll do G and X and put it kind of over here. Not really sure if that's how it was, but whatever. Alright, and then this stuff here, I'll bring it kind of over here. I need to position it again, so GZ to bring it up, GY to kind of keep it in the center, or not, GY here. And it's going to be dark mode, so I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it that way. Alright, so I'll have those things here. I'm actually going to select everything in here and I'm going to right click and then move to collection and I'm going to name it new collection. I'm going to name it a Froyo shop and click OK. So now this is all I have. And then let's see. Oops, I accidentally have this one in the Froyo shop. That shouldn't be there. This one should go in the collection. All right, so now everything is fine. I probably should move this stuff. I'm trying to move everything and I can't. Okay, this will move here. This I'll move more over here. Then this I'll go and move it back over here. Hopefully I did that right. Kind of. Yes, maybe. G and X. Alright, so I have my little scene set up. I'm going to select everything and I'm going to right click, move to collection, new collection. I'm going to call it Noodle Shop. Click OK. Alright, so I have my Froyo shop, my noodle shop. Let's get started. So I have my little plane, as I always do, and I'll start with another plane actually. So I'll do Shift A mesh, and then I'll add a plane. GZ to bring it up. Where did it go? Oh, it's over there. Why is it over there? Alright, bring it over here. Okay. So I'll just turn on snapping to face project and then do GZ. So to grab it along the Z axis, which is the blue one up and down, and then turn off snapping, then do GZ to bring it up just slightly so it's not clipping through. And I'll do S and then 3, or was it 2? Whoops. 2 to scale. I'm trying to see if that's the same scale I used in the Froyo shop. Was it 2? Maybe it was 2. Alright, so I'm all over the place. Okay. So my little noodle shop, I guess I'll start with going into modifiers, adding a solidify modifier, and then increasing, turn offset to 1 so it actually goes upwards. something like this maybe. Maybe. And then what I'll do is I want there to be some spacing. I'm gonna do GY, bring it here, because I want to do some seating in the front. Let's see. So now I'll go into edit mode by pressing tab or top left corner and just going to edit mode. I'm gonna make sure I'm in face select, so at the top left corner, face select, and then I can't do anything because I haven't applied the solidify modifier. So apply that in object mode, then back into edit mode, face select, I can select this face. Okay. So then this point I kind of want to do a window. So I'll do I to inset, and then I'll do something like this, but then I'll do S and then Z to scale along the Z axis. Maybe actually something like that. And then I'll do E to, actually not E, could I do G? No, it would be good if I did E. And then Y to extrude along the Y axis to have something like that happening. And I think what I'll do is maybe extrude it even more on the Y. Is that too much? Maybe that's too much. But then what I'll do is I'll take this edge. So I'll go to edge select, select this edge here, and then I'll turn on snapping and I'll do, I think I'll leave it to face, it doesn't matter. Just kind of move it over here so I could actually see the top face. Or you know what, maybe it'd be better if I do edge. So snapping to edge, so then I do E and then Z, so it snaps over here. There we go. So what that's gonna be is like the actual glass wall. So if I do face select, I go to material properties, click on new. I'm gonna click on new, blah, blah, blah. Okay. I'm gonna assign this material here, but this one's gonna be a glass BSDF because it's gonna have like if I hide it, yeah, right there. Okay. It's gonna have a, well, it's gonna be glass and it's gonna be see-through. I'll adjust the values later. I think I have the values somewhere in here. So the roughness is gonna be 0.930, and then the IQR, oh no, that's the IQR. 0.210, and then the roughness 0.930. All right, and then it's going to be transparent. So if I press on H, I can hide it and then look at this one. So this face is actually going to just be transparent as well. Or maybe I want it to be emissioned. I'll see. It could be emission so it can glow in the dark. If I go to render preview, or at least material preview, I'll be able to see that this is glass. Where is the actual, hold up. Where's the other one that I hid? Alt H, H. Oh, it's right there. Okay, there we go. So that's what it's called. Let's see. So the base, the plane, and then this plane, and then plane. If I hide it, interesting. Okay, so that's gonna be, not sure if I want that though. Maybe instead, let me do Control Z, and then I'll actually make it higher so that there's kind of like an outdoor takeout type of vibe. Well, I can't do that now because I ran out of Control Z's or undos. Let me start again. So I'll do Shift A, mesh. I guess I'll do a cube this time, and I'll just bring it here. What the? Okay, I'm confused now. GZ, there we go. Alright, S2, GZ to bring up. Okay, so then edit mode, and then I'll do face select, and then I to inset, and then S and Z to scale, and I'll do GZ to bring up. And then I guess what I'll do, maybe SZ. I could do something like that, and then S and then X to scale on the x-axis, but then I'll do EY to extrude. Let me turn off snapping, and then EY. Or do I want that to be more upwards? So I can do S and then Z, do something like that. It's easy to bring it up, and then EY to extrude. It's something like that, maybe? And then I think that works. And then there could be like plates there. Or like, yeah. And then it could be open. I could delete this face. And then it could be like an open noodle shop. Okay, but then I need like, I didn't give enough space for the actual logo, so maybe I'll put the logo at the top. That would be cute. I could do that. And then I could also take this and maybe extrude it to create an awning. So something like this maybe. And then I could rotate it, or no, I could grab it to bring it down. Something like that. And then if I do 0, this is what it's gonna look like. I just don't like that it's not perfect. It's like, it's not what I want. I need this to be rotated, but it's not being rotated. Like, how am I supposed to get this part to rotate? Because it then rotates everything else. What if I do Control R and then have something like this? So then, to add a loop cut, right? And then I can take face select, select this face, and then R, and then X. There, no, kind of, yes. R and then Y. So this is what I want, but it's also not what I want, because it's like, oh, that works, I guess. But it's like very, very messy. What if I just do Control Z, and then instead of doing that, can I do Control R and put something like, no, it messes things up. Let's do Control Z. What if I do Shift A, mesh out a cube, bring it up over here. Let me turn on snapping. Okay, turn off snapping, scale it down, S and then X to scale on the x-axis. Turn on snapping again so I can get it to be kind of over here. Let me turn on face project so it snaps to this face here on the Y. Okay. I need it so that it rotates. So if I take, well, first of all, let me bring it more, turn off snapping and then bring it more forward. So GY, something like that. S and then X to scale on the x-axis. Okay, something like this. GZ to bring it up. And then select the face and then E and then G. There we go, much better. G and then Z. But I don't need it looking so robotic. It's looking like really robotic. So I need it to be thinner and smaller. So I'll take this, go into object mode, do S and then Z, bring it up, and then also do S and then Y to bring it to be more thinner here. And then G and then Y to grab it along the y-axis, kind of move it here. Then edit mode, select the face, and then E to extrude, and then G to bring it down on the z-axis, so G and then Z. Alright, now I'm getting better. Good method. Yesterday I did the other one where it was like it looked crooked. See, like the window awning wasn't great. So love learning new things. Okay, moving on. Guess that works. Now it's like, straight, which is really nice. Although maybe I want it to be thinner. Do I want it to be like robotic? Like not robotic. What am I saying? Robust. Like I don't know, like that, I don't even know what to call it, that style. Either way, it's fine. All right, so this is like little Tokyo shop, and then I'll have, I mean, Tokyo shop, noodle shop. I want it to be like a noodle shop in Tokyo. That would be good. A little like nice theme. Okay, I think what I'll do, I don't even know what I'm gonna do now. Maybe I should have made this longer. Maybe I'll do Shift A, mash out a Q just to put some things on the inside here. Where is it? The stuff. So turn on snapping, put that in here, scale it down, GZ to bring it down, S and then X to scale, GY to bring it up to the Y axis, S and then X, GY again, GX to snap to this face, and then I'll go into edit mode, and then slash, really? Numpad slash. And then take this and then numpad slash again, and then turn on face project E. There we go. So now it's snapping to the face. Beautiful. And maybe just turn off snapping because I see it clipping through a bit. So then I'll do G and then Y to kind of note G and X to move it a bit. But now it's clipping through the other way. Isn't that great? I had to do it in X-ray mode. So what I'll do is Control Z and then edit mode and then G and then X to move it a little bit. That way. So it's not clipping through. Okay, is that fine? Yes. All right, let me see what it looks like in render preview. So that's what it's looking like. Why is the light not, what if I do 1000? Well, I certainly do see that on the side, but not where I want to see it. Um, yeah, let's do 100. Okay, so back into solid view mode. Let's see what else I want to do. So some little chairs would be great, some tables. I'll do Shift A, mash. I'll add like a cube, bring it into here, S and then Z, G, Z to bring it up, S, S and then X, scale that down, G and then Y, G and then X, and then, I don't know, what else should I do? Maybe I should bring this stuff a little bit more backwards, so there's more space. So I'll do G and then Y, something like that. Bring this kind of over here. And then I'll do maybe edit mode. What did I just do? Okay, numpad slash, go into here, do I to inset, and then just easy to bring it down. Is that too much? That's probably too much. Control Z, turn on snapping, face project, and then I to inset, make it real small, and then numpad slash, and then E, Z, and it's gonna snap to the face. Beautiful. I think though this might be way too large for what it looks like right now. Maybe I'll do Control Z and then maybe what I'll do is do Shift A, mesh, add a cube, bring it over here, scale it down, S and then X, and then whatever scale I apply to the X in object properties, oops, I'll apply the same thing to the Y. And then I'll just do S and then Z to scale its axes, then kind of put it in here. There we go. Definitely make it smaller. G to grab. I put it in here somewhere. And then I think I'll do vertex instead. Snap to vertex so that when I do G, it snaps to this vertex. Beautiful. And then I could either do a duplicate or I can make my life easier, do an array. And then do, where are we? So y-axis. So 1 on the y-axis, 0 on the x. Let's do maybe 3, or what is it, 6? 7? 6.3. 6.5. 6.9, 6.85, 6.83. Is that good? 6.75. There we go. And then another array modifier. And then this time it's going to be on the x. So let's do 6, 12, 10, 9, 8.93. I think that's fine. Nope, it's not. 8.90, 8.88. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with that. All right, that's my table. Okay, so I'm gonna take this out, my little table here. I'm gonna select these, do G, and then put it kind of over here maybe? Maybe I should have made it smaller. So maybe I would want it to be thinner, so I'll do S and Z to kind of make it more thinner there, and then do GZ to bring it down. And then maybe I would want these to be a little thinner, so I can go here and change their scale. Okay. Kind of something like that. And then I would have to take the array and then do something like this. I could have done that, and that should make my life easier. All right, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna take these, GZ to bring them down. Do I not have snapping on? Snapping to face, GZ. What is going on? Oh, it's taking the, I need these to be, what is going on? I'm so confused right now. Okay, I guess I'll just do it myself, manually. GZ. There we go. Okay, so, although maybe I don't want it to be too, I'll do S and then Y. I'll do something like this. And then I'll take these. I think I'd have to, I'm so confused. Hold up. The array, and then I'll have to take these into account, or maybe I'll just move this one over here. And then move these to be kind of over here, and then these to be moved. What? I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. Why are these like so odd? You know what? Maybe that's fine. Actually, it's not. I'll do GY. There we go. Even though that doesn't really look good, but whatever. All right, so then that's one thing, and then I'll do Shift A. I'll actually put the cursor here so that the thing actually shows up here. So Shift A mesh, and then I'll add a plane. S to scale it down, and then S, and then X to kind of do something like this, and then G, X to move one over here. And then I'll do Shift D, G, X to move one here, Shift D, G, X to move one here. And this is where the noodles are going to be. I'm going to take these though, and do G, Z to bring it up. They're going to be like my little plates. So modifiers, solidify to add some thickness, and I'll do 1 so that the thickness appears to be up. Did this thing just give the... You're kidding me right now. I never selected this, so I'm not understanding why. Okay, selection. And let me make sure I go to object, relations, make single user, materials. No, it probably should have been object relations, make single user, everything. And then modifiers, solidify. So basically that just means if I make a copy of one thing, which I didn't, so it doesn't really make sense that that would be happening. It wouldn't affect the other object. Is this fine? Maybe something like that. Okay. I'll apply that. Maybe I'll just delete these. And then take these, do Shift D, GY. Or maybe instead of doing Shift D, let me just do an array modifier. So array modifier, let's do 3 of them. Let's do 1.3. Let's do negative actually 1.5. There we go. Makes sense. And I'll just do G and then X to bring them here. Okay, there we go. So then that's one thing. Maybe these should be bigger. I keep saying that and then ruining everything. Maybe I should just join them and then it wouldn't be a problem. All right. Let's see. I'll take these. I'll do Shift D, bring them up here as well. Let me turn on snapping and then bring them here. Kind of like order up. Okay. Um, let's see. I want there to be a glass here and also, so I'll go to edit mode. I think if I could select these edges, so I'll go to edge select and then do alt select these edges. I could do F to create a face, right? From those edges, and then I can take this face and then go to material properties, click on new, and click on new, assign this material and give it a glass BSDF. So it's glass. And then again, roughness is going to be 0.210, and then IQR is going to be 0.930. And then I think that would be good. If I go to render preview, it should be fine. Or material preview, I should be able to see it. Yeah. All right, so that's good. So solid view mode. All right, so this is what it's looking like. I need more decorations though. Let me do the text. I need to find like a good font. What's a good font? Font.com. Let's see if someone has like a Noodle font. So I think this may be fine. If I go and download that and then open it up and then take this one. Oh, haha, take this one, get it? Take, okay. Desktop, X, and then what am I doing? Oh yeah. Okay, so Shift A, Mesh, Cube. I'm gonna do the logo now, or I guess the title of it, I guess. All right, so I'm gonna take this, right? I'm gonna just put it in here. I'm gonna go to geometry nodes at the top and I'm gonna click on new for a new geometry node system. I'm going to do Shift A, string to curves, connect that to my output. I can't see the text because I have nothing set as my string, which is a text. I think I'm gonna do noodles. So now I see it right there, beautiful. Let me go to solid view mode. All right, and then I want to do Shift A, transform node so that I can rotate it 90 degrees along the x-axis, which is the red line. All right, Shift A, fill curve to give it some faces. I'm going to change the fill type to n-gons because if I go to wireframe mode, if it's triangles, the vertices are very, very messy. N-gons fixes that. Okay, back to solid view mode. Shift A, extrude mesh node, put that in there, change the offset to 0.1, that gives it some thickness. But if I look in the back, it's not filled in the back. So to fix that, I'll do Shift A, get a join geometry node, and put it in here, connect the fill curve and the extrusion mesh, and it's joining both geometries. Okay, now the fun part, where the F is in the string to curve node, go to the folder, and then I'm gonna go to where I have my font, and this is what it's looking like. Isn't that pretty? All right, Shift A, set material, put that right here. Select, I don't even know what material I'm selecting. So let me actually create a new material. What am I gonna call it? I'll call it noodles. And I don't know what color, maybe red? So I'll do noodles. Now if I go to material preview, I'm able to see it. Isn't that pretty? Great. And it's looking like that. It's very nice. If I want to increase the thickness, I could. Something like that, maybe 0.23 or whatever. All right, layout. Let me take this one, scale it down a bit. Whoops, what did I just do? Z solid. Ooh, okay, new shortcut I just learned. Scale this down. I think I'm gonna maybe, do I want to put it up here? Maybe here. And then if that's the case, then I'll scale it up and I'll do G, and then X. And then, there we go. What it's gonna look like. Okay. So I kind of want a cozy vibe though. So if I want a cozy vibe, I think I want to make this like wood or maybe brick. I could make a brick. Let's do ambient CG, and then I'll do materials. Let's do brick. What type of brick do I actually want? I mean, I want like a dark, oh, kind of like that. All right, I'm gonna download the 8K, 4K, 4K, just because I'm practicing right now. I don't want to have this take 5 hours. So I'll wait for that to download, and I'll open it up, and then I'll go to desktop. Oh, I have so many things in here, like so many projects. I don't even know. I'm so unorganized. I have to put this somewhere. Let me just. Do I have a folder? Okay, maybe I'll just put this in the view folder because that's like the stuff that I have to view that I tell myself I have to look at. So I'll look at that later. Create a new folder, call it brick, and then go back to the downloads, select everything, go to desktop. Put it in the desktop, and then I'll select everything and put it in the brick folder. And then in Blender, I'll go to shading, and then I'll go to edit preferences and make sure in add-ons, the Node Wrangler add-on is on. Okay, beautiful. That's checked on. So now I can go into here. Oops, hold up. Material properties, click on this one. And then as I'm clicking the green box, the Principal BSDF, I'm going to do Control Shift T. So that doesn't work if you don't have add-ons on. All right, so let me see. Where is the folder? Brick, select everything. Principal texture setup, and then it should appear there and hopefully it doesn't crash. That is so bad. Let me do Control S to save this real quick. Alright, so what would have helped is if I went to UV editing and let's see. If I go to material preview and I click on this and I scale it up, does it do anything? And if I select everything? There we go. So this, maybe if I scale it, it becomes smaller. I don't know. It also needs to be rotated. So if I rotate this kind of like here, and then it just needs to become way smaller. Something like that. That's such bad editing, but it's fine. All right, if I go to render preview, I can't even see it. Material preview. Okay, so it's fine at the bottom now, but it's not fine here. Oh, it's actually really nice here. Maybe what I could have done is right click. Hold up, no. Am I in edit mode? Let me go to edit mode and then and then smart UV project and then click on OK. Nope, that just makes things worse. Let me do Control Z. I think that would be good. And then A to select everything. U smart UV project. OK. Nope, that still continuously makes things worse. Or maybe I could just at this point scale things up. So now it's looking a little bit nicer. There we go. Oh my God, so proud of myself right now. Because I'm really bad at UV unwrapping. Like anything UV, I'm bad at it. Like it's really bad. Like it scares me to be honest. Like it's so overwhelming. Like it's really bad. Anyway, yeah, proud moment here. Okay, so that's the brick. Although I don't like it, it looks too bland. Maybe I could fix it with the lighting. First of all, why is the lighting so bad? It's not even hitting. Let me make this one 1,000. Is it a good color? Trying to see. It doesn't even matter at this point. Okay, so this one though, I do want it to make it, instead of a principle-based TF, I want it to be a mission so that it's like light and it's like glowing. There we go. That's hot. That's beautiful. All right, go to render properties. Oh no, it's cycles, so I can't do, ugh, you know what, never mind. Whatever. It's fine. All right, So that's one thing. Maybe I should have just made it a black thing and not use bricks. I don't even know. Alright, I'm gonna have to make this maybe like black. Is there material that's already black? Alright, something like that. Alright, and then let's see. I think I'm gonna join these. So I'm gonna do Control J to. Are you kidding me? Oh, I have to apply the modifiers. So modifiers, apply them in order, and then Control J. What happened? Oh, because I have to apply these modifiers too. Okay, now select everything and then Control J to join. Beautiful. So now if I do G, I can grab everything, and if I want to scale it, I can scale everything without a problem. Great. So I'll do S to scale, GZ to bring it up. All right, so that's the idea. And then I'll do kind of like chairs. So the chairs, oh, these are hard. Let me go to numpad 0 to see what it's going to look like. This doesn't even match. I probably shouldn't have made this. Maybe if I go into edit mode and then do easy to bring this up. Ooh, hold up. Let me go to options, correct face attributes, and then easy. So then, ooh, that's really bad still. Oh, weird. Huh. That's so interesting. Well, that's horrible. Let me do Control Z. Okay, so what if I just do Shift D, Escape, P by selection, and then edit mode easy, edit mode, face select, easy. Did I select the whole thing though? Okay, yeah. So then edit mode, face select, easy, but then let me just remove the material. Oh, first of all, before doing that, hold up. Let me go to object, in object mode, relations, make single user material so that if I delete the material here, it doesn't delete the material elsewhere. Okay, and then I'll go select this one and then delete it. There we go. So if I go to render preview, it's something like that now. Maybe I don't want it to be brick. I just don't like it being brick right now. And this I could barely see. Like, I can barely see that. What if I do Shift D for this one, and then R, and then Z, and then 90, and then G, and then Y to move it here, and then G, and then X to move it kind of over here, G, Y to move it here. Alright, something like that. And then I'll do Shift D, R, Z, 90, and then do G to move it over here, and then do GX to move it here. What in the world just happened? GX to move it over here, and then GY to move it here, and then GZ to move it up, and then GY, and then GX to move it here. And then I'll go into material preview, and I think that looks good, I guess. All right, so now I'm going to take this little thing here, I'm going to add a solidify modifier, and then increase it kind of this way. Although if I do that, then it's not going to be visible. Okay, it's fine. Because what I want to do is I want to have like a little noodle bowl at the top. And you know what? I'm so annoyed with the brick. I feel like I want to delete it. I just want to make it black. Can I just make it black? I don't like the material, honestly. I can just make it black. Did I just leave it? Oh my god. Did I leave it to be black? I mean, glass? Okay, let's not do this. Let's go to shading. I'm like so lost right now. All right, delete everything or not. Can I delete this? Oh, X. There we go. I was like, how do I delete? Okay, delete this as well, and then base color black. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, and then this I think I would have to shrink because it's clipping through. There we go. And then, okay, and then now maybe I'll delete this face. I'm not even sure because it's like really bad. If I do escape and I select this and scale it, I just don't know why I still see it. Maybe I'll do GZ to. I'm so confused. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. If I go to material preview, let me see. It looks like that. Control Z. It's gonna end up looking like that. If I make this be like black, it's gonna look like this. Maybe that's, yeah, I think I like the way that looks. It's fine. It doesn't have to be perfect. All right, so then I guess now I'll go to layout and I'll go back to material preview and then I'll do shift A mesh and then add a maybe a UV sphere and then I'll just bring it up here and then I'll do edit mode and then I'll go to front view, whoops, and then I'll do x-ray and then take kind of like half and then X to delete the faces and then I have my little bowl. Right click, shade smooth, and then let's do modifiers, solidify modifier to give it some thickness. And then apply that, oh, maybe even thickness, and then apply that with the arrow. And then I guess, I don't know what color I want to make it. Maybe cherry? It's not even at the center. So GZ to bring it up. GY to move it here. Let me go to top view by pressing the button under the escape key and then hovering over front. I mean top, not front. Okay, here's my little hole. GZ to bring it down. I think that's fine. Maybe I would do S and then Z to bring it kind of like more round. Alright, so that's a little bowl here. Not sure if I want to do like, I don't know. I think I'll leave it like that. And then I need stuff inside. I don't even know what to put inside. So I'll go to edit mode. I guess I could do edge select and then alt select this edge and then F to create a new face from the edges. And then noodles. I generally don't know how to make noodles. How do I make noodles in Blender? Let's Google it. Mm, so I watched a bit of a video and they basically use kind of I think cloth simulation with a curve, but I don't really have time for that because for me that takes literally hours. But I guess I'll try it. I'll do Shift A and then curve, Bezier curve, G Z to bring it up, then R to rotate kind of like this, and then I'll go to curve properties or object data properties, geometry, and then increase the depth so it's kind of like that. And then I don't know, I guess I'll go to physics. Where is it? Physics properties, or is it particles? Maybe I'll actually go to object, um, convert to mesh, and then now I can say something like either cloth or collision. So I'll do cloth and I'll do pressure. I don't even know, honestly. I just want to get it to fall into here and then just collapse on itself. If I just take this and then, ooh, that's like not okay. What if I do this, turn on proportional editing, do something like that, and then take something like that, keep moving it so it's kind of more straight. All right, and then I don't know. Let me save this real quick, then play it. Nope. Okay, great. What if I go make this cloth? No, not a cloth. What do I have to make it a collision object? Go back to 0, play it again, see if it works. No, isn't that amazing? Let me go here, scroll down, collision, self collision? I don't even know. Do I click on self collision? Object collision, play. Oh, okay. Well, that worked. It just doesn't take into account the face that's up there, but it works. That was good. G and Z to bring it up. Oh, I can't move it because. Oh, were you serious? There it is. It looks very bad. So, gotta fix that. So I'll do. Maybe what I'll do is I'll go back to 0. So it's there again. And then I guess I'll just go to maybe select the little thingy, the noodle. And then if I turn off the pressure, what's gonna happen? Are you serious? Okay, Control Z, bring this back. Alright, back to 0. Take this, turn off the pressure, play. Interesting. Ooh, that's cool. What if I take this, move it, and then I kind of give it a subdivision surface modifier to make it smoother? Something like that. It just does not look like a noodle. Does that look like a noodle to you? It looks more like a cloth. It's literally open. If I go into edit, are you serious? Where did it just go? Oh, okay. Um, okay, back to 0. And then it's literally open at the top. So what I'll have to do is go to edge select, select this edge at the tops, and then do F to create a face. There we go. And then do the same thing at the bottom. So Alt, select this edge, and then F to create a face. And then, what was I doing again? Oh, cloth, yep, okay. Where is that? Okay, so quality steps, maybe let's do 10. And then, I kid you not, I have no idea what any of these mean. I'm just like trying to figure this out. I want it to bend less. So 0.3, maybe that's what it means? Alright, play. Interesting. That's like so bad. It's literally floating. Oh, it's because it doesn't have any pressure, that's why. So weird. Okay, let me turn on the pressure. Play it again. What the? This is ridiculous. You know what? Maybe that's fine. This noodle shape here. I'll do Shift D to make a copy. Probably shouldn't have done that. Okay. So if I turn on pressure, what about if I put pressure scale? What does that do? Bruh, what is that? Okay, scale 1, pressure back to 0, play. What? What if I do pressure 2, back to 0, play? Much better. Let me bring this back to where it was. GY, GX, and then back to 0. I should collide there. I just need, let me hide it. So this is what it's looking like. It's not that bad. If I do right click shade smooth, I mean, honestly, I don't think it's that bad. Okay, let me do object and then convert to, but you know what? I don't really want that. I want it to be more, A little bit better. So let me do Alt H to unhide the thing, go back to 0. Maybe I can do tension. What if I do tension 2? What does that do? I'm just gonna play around with the settings until I get what I want. Alright, so definitely not. How about we do 10? We want more tension. 0 play. Beautiful. That's so much better, honestly. Alright, then for what does permeability mean? Oops, no, this is the wrong thing. H back at 0. Um, stiffness. What does shear mean? If I do shear 10, what does that do? Not really understanding, but okay. So 5, if I do compression 10, I just need it to like collapse. I don't understand why it's not doing that. What if I do internal springs and then have this back to 10, play? What is going on? What is that? All right, what if I turn off pressure 0 and then play? Nope, it just goes and floats. That's great. Turn on pressure, do something like 6, go back to keyframe 0 and then play. What? It literally just floats. Alt H. What if I do that? Do 0 and play. Nope, that's bad. Okay, pressure 1, 0. It still floats. I'm so confused. Okay, turn off internal springs. Um, self-collision, but I want it to self-collide with itself. Are you serious? Are you kidding me? That was it? Oh, that's exactly what I want actually. That's perfect. Okay, that's actually literally perfect. That's what I wanted. Okay, so quality steps 10, tension 10, compression 10. Whoa, that's for damping. Stiffness, tension is 15, compression is 10, pressure's on to 1, and then object collisions is on, self collision is off. So what I'll do is, um, can I duplicate these? Let me go back to 0, and then I'll do, oh, actually, no, let me not go back to 0. Let me go back to how it was at the end, and then I'll go to object, convert to mesh, so now I can actually move it. Oh my god, wait. Where did it go? Okay, here, beautiful. Bring this back up, little noodle. Take this, do G and then X, GY, make sure it's at the center and it's also downwards. And then I'll take this and I'll go to material properties and give it a like brownish color, yellow, something like that. A noodle color basically. And then can I scale it? I can't scale it. Why is it not? Okay, Shift S, cursor to selected. Why is it so weird? Individual origin? Nope, still weird. I wonder. So weird. Shift S, origin, cursor to world origin, cursor to selected. Oh, that doesn't even make sense. Okay, whatever. So, I guess I'll just do GY, move it here, and then turn on snapping, GZ to bring it down, and then I'll just do Shift D 5,000 times. I don't know. Something like that. And then let me go, what if I try adding in a ray modifier, but not, but on the Y? What? Oh, that's not what I wanted. So weird. What is the problem? Is it tilted? Oh, you know what? Whatever. I'll just do Shift D 5,000 times. So GY, turn off snapping. Oh, I think that's why, because snapping was on. I'll do Shift D, GY, Shift D, GY. I think I might even just do another, maybe take these, Shift D, and then G, Y, no, GX, and then R to rotate. They literally don't let me rotate. This is so bad. What about GX, something like that? Ugh, this is so annoying. It just needs to be better. Why does it select everything? So Shift D, G, X, Shift D, G, X, Shift D, G, Y, Shift D, G, X, G, Y, Shift D, Shift D again, Shift D again, and then Shift D, G, X, Shift D, G, X, Shift D one more time, GY, and then GX move to the left. And it just looks so bad, honestly. If I go to 0, I can barely even see it. Whoa, what's going on? Okay. So selecting everything besides these things. Oh my god, I give up. I'll just select these. And I'll do Shift D and then do GY and then X. And then Shift D, GY, then GX. And Shift D again, GY. And then I guess, I'll do Shift D and then rotate. They literally don't let me rotate. That's so irritating. Alright, and if I take maybe some of these and then do Shift D and then G, Y, Shift D, GX. I don't know, bro. I mean, it's good enough. If I do something like this, Control Alt Numpad 0, I mean, it looks good enough from here. And then I could do chopsticks, so Shift A, mesh, and then I don't know how to do chopsticks. Would I do a UV sphere? Maybe. Edit mode. Let me delete this. Let me do Shift A, cube, and then Control 2 to add a subdivision modifier, then edit mode, then Control R to add a loop cut. Then actually, hold up. Control Z, S, and then Z, and then Control R to add a loop cut, and then GZ, and then I guess I'll just do phase select at the bottom, then GZ to bring it kind of here, and then object mode scale down, and then just S. Whoa. S. Nope. What am I doing? S and then Z. I think I just reversed it. My bad. Now it just looks like a needle. Maybe that's fine. I think that's fine. It just needs to be a little bit smaller. And then let me rotate it. GY, GZ, and then Shift D, and then R, and then, whoa, R and then Z? I'm so confused. This thing doesn't let me do anything. Okay, GY. Okay, no, let me do Control Z. Control. So I created chopsticks, and then I'll do Control Alt. Alright, and then I'll give them some color. Something like that. Ooh, maybe I can make them black. Or red. I can make, no, because the other thing is red. I'll make them cherry red. Alright, I think that's good. Even though the noodles are barely there, but whatever. Okay, let me do Control S and save, render preview, see what it looks like. Okay, pretty. And then I guess I'll just go to material preview and then I'll take these. Oh no. Wait, what am I supposed to do now? Okay, hold up. Let me take. What in the world? I don't understand why the origin are not like down. I'm so confused. All right, I'll do Control J to join them. So now they're their own thing, and then I can just move them all together. So what I'll do is I'll do Shift D and bring them down, and then scale. You know what? No, I probably should have not done that. Let me undo that. I want to do Shift D just to make a copy with everything, and then I'll actually do just kind of bring them over here, do another copy, and then I'll take this one, and then I'll do Control J just to have that one there. What? Okay, Control J. There we go. So now if I... Oh, did this thing just freeze? Yes, it did. That's great. So now I have to wait. Great. If this thing crashes, I mean, it's okay. I saved it. Hopefully. Is it because I have... Hold up. Close all windows? Literally every time you open something from Adobe, they just don't want to close. Okay, now my whole computer's acting up. I love that. I'm trying to close this. Task. Manager. Adobe. And task. Okay, great. Back into here. Alright, we're good. Escape. Control S to save. Is this thing like okay? I'm literally telling it to escape. Like what? Alright, oh, it's frozen again. You know what? I think it's time to go. Like, when things get like this, it's time to go. I'm just really trying to get this cup of noodles here. I don't understand why it's so hard. Alright, let me take these little thingies, the chopsticks, move them away. Take this, then do Control J to join. Control J. Okay, move everything. And then scale them down, then do G X. Let me just go to solid view mode, maybe that'll be easier. Turn off wireframe, turn on snapping, GZ to grab along the Z axis and bring it down, although it's not doing anything. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna go now because this thing is like completely frozen and it's literally not letting me move and I can't. Okay, it's frozen. All right, yeah, that's it for today. I'm gonna go now. I guess I'll finish this tomorrow. Bye.